We finna take over once Brad get back.
How much?
Nah, we not doing that.
Welcome back to Clear the Table podcast.
My man said, y'all on camera. I can't be on camera.
I am your host, Pierre, aka Psimmy, with
It's your man, FeetUpSam, bro.
yes.
What's going on?
So, a lot has happened. Kinda not really. The NCAA tournament was great. It was really good. I looked at men and females. Which teams do you have the outcome for the teams that you thought was going to win?
Yeah, I picked Baylor.
I picked Gonzaga.
I picked Baylor to win the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. So you wasn't surprised?
Not at all. I was surprised by UCLA's run, but other than that, Baylor was definitely to me the favorite going in.
I was rooting for Merlin females for sure. I was rooting for South Carolina when they got there, and then UConn losing, that was a shock to everybody. In the Final Four.
I was mad Maryland lost too.
Yeah. But question for you. We'll switch to the NBA. Russ. So they're having this conversation now where is he a great player? Are you still impressed by him doing triple doubles?
God.
You didn't just eat the whole hog over there a second ago? Are you impressed by his triple double still? Or
Yeah.
yes? Why is that?
It's still something hard to do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not. You can't name another player in the NBA that had 35 points and 21 assists in a game, and 14 rebounds.
I think it was like 35, 25 that day. Was it 21?
It's crazy.
It was really good. That was a really he balled out.
Yeah, that's impressive regardless. And you on the highest stage level, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
NBA, yeah.
the NBA doing some shit like that, that's crazy.
Yeah, so now people are like, the Wizards aren't winning the championship this year. I bet any amount of money on that. But
We finna take over once Brad get back.
how much?
Nah, we not doing that.
But
Man.
since he doesn't have a championship, now you have people talking about, like, is he a great player? The answer is yes. But does that make a blemish? Does that determine if a player is great or not in your book? Because there are great players who don't have championships. Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, John Stockton. I think they was caught in the era where Michael Jordan. So, I mean, that was their reason. But what would be the reason why Russell Westbrook never got a champion?
Oh, that's what you was talking about, yeah, because you said Shaq said that Russ is one of those type of players.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great player in that era where, unfortunately, he's not going to be able to get a championship.
Can we blame that on Golden State?
We
Or
blame,
do-
I feel
who
like
would
we
you
blame
blame
it
on,
on
Kevin Durant?
LeBron James and Kevin Durant. People who
Yeah.
chase entitlements, man. So it's unfortunate for Russ because he's a good player. He deserves a championship, but
He deserves a championship. So if you can put him in a situation, what team would you say needs a player like him and could win a championship? Because you were happy he came to the Wizards. I said he would never win a championship. His career is pretty much not over, but he's just patting his stats at this point.
that's an interesting question.
You know what I could say?
The team has to have like two other players, two other pieces.
I would say Miami.
Miami's good. Miami's a nice spot. I like the Clippers.
Clippers?
They really don't have a point guard over there.
Rondo.
They just got they did just get Rondo.
Rondo.
They did just get
But I mean, Rondo ain't Westbrook, though.
True.
So,
Playoff Rondo, a different animal though.
we'll see this year. I'm a Rondo fan. So,
They did just get Rondo. That's right.
I'm trying to think, because they did that switcheroo with Lou Williams. So he can be closer to the strip club where he want to be. They are not going to let DeShaun Watson out of Texas. They doing my man dirty. Like, if he did those things, he should be prosecuted.
Yeah, Shorty just confessed to that.
Say what?
Yeah, she was assaulted.
I think it's up to 22 now. 22, and it was like he didn't have these problems. Not saying that, not condoning it at all, but I definitely think it's a situation where it's like, well, I don't know. It's hard to even say, but he definitely is in the pickle in Houston. Like, what do you feel like the outcome of that's gonna be?
Yeah, if he never wanted out of there, I don't think none of that stuff would ever came up. I think it only came up because he wanted out. So now they're trying to find a reason to like.
So with that being said, that's how I feel. But it's hard to say. Like the reason it's kind of like touchy is because you just never know when a woman might get or a person might get assaulted and then don't feel comfortable enough with themselves to even come out until years later. So it's hard to say, oh, they just did this because of timing. But the timing is immaculate. Like, they picked no better time to come forward. And it's just like, why now?
Yeah.
So, like I said, it could be just this when they're comfortable to do it. And then, it is, one person do it and another person do it. And another person. It's like, so.
That's the shit I don't like.
Yeah.
Like everybody holding back and then waiting until one person finally comes out and says it, and everybody all of a sudden.
Like I said, it's just.
I got assaulted too.
Yeah, like it's a matter of when they feel comfortable doing it, and I guess now like someone else comes and do it, then they're like, oh, I feel comfortable, like, so yeah, so. But that's going to wrap up our sports edition of the podcast. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else you want to add?
Like, comment, subscribe.
Oh, I have a question. Best quarterback in the draft. You saying there's a lot of busts. Let's
I feel
talk
like
about
there's
that.
going to be a lot of bustings in this NFL draft.
Sam Darnold just got traded to the Jets. I mean, from the Jets
Yeah.
to the Panthers.
You went from this, going to wrap it up now.
I know. I'm going to use this somehow, some way, too.
Hey, yo. Yeah, that was a good trade for Carolina.
For Carolina.
Yeah, I like Sam Darnold. I think he's good. I think he got a good upside with him.
I don't think anybody wants to play in the Jets. Who's their quarterback now? Or they trying to draft one?
They plan to draft Justin Fields or Zach Wilson.
Mm-mm.
But I think Trey Nance is probably the only quarterback that actually be like successful at the next level.
I like Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, you said you like Trevor.
Yeah, because I mean he's smart.
It's unfortunate he in Jacksonville, so. But they got they went and got the coach from
He says unfortunately he's in Jacksonville. Like you think no more player, no more draft.
because Jacksonville ain't good, but they got the head coach from forgot what college, Urban Meyer.
Oh, Ohio State.
Yeah,
Yeah, I left him
so
Urban
that should
Meyer.
be that should be something
Yeah.
nice and new to
I was
see the
surprised he
coach.
actually even came back to coaching because one of the reasons why he stepped away from coaching in Ohio was because he said that his heart wasn't really in it.
I thought they had a scandal.
I think there was something going on, but he didn't have anything to do with that.
Gotcha.
But there was something going on. But no. So
So what do you think about Justin Fields? You think he's gonna be
which quarterback is that? Where you come from?
Justin Fields for Ohio State?
Ohio State is one of the programs who actually runs that pro-ready offense. But like I said, the competition in NCAA it doesn't compare to the NFL. So it's just hard for me to even say. I feel like the basketball competition is still not even close, but you get to see more of them, I would say. Because how many games they play and stuff like that versus the 12 games, 15 games that they play in a NCAA football. And then even though they have to do it 3 years, so they have a whole body of work, there's just a competition. In the NFL, the people really are faster, stronger, bigger. Like, it really is almost a different game from playing college football to the NFL. So
That's true.
one can only hope. But like I said, you got some smart players coming out of the draft this year. What does the Skins need? As a Skins fan, what do they need? We got some receivers.
The old tackle. We had to replace Trent Williams.
Yeah, they
So
just.
we replace Trent Williams, and the left side gonna be wide open.
I think they either put Brandon Scherf back on franchise tag,
Yeah.
but they want to sign him, but I think he wants more money. Well, I don't know what the stipulation was, but they wanted to sign him, but it was something about like he didn't sign. But the money that they offered him, I think, was like the most any offensive tackle has gotten paid. But for whatever reason, I don't know if it was the years, because that was the same thing with the problem with what's his name last year, quarterback of Cowboys.